Hello, I'm Steve Morbitzer, and the street you're looking at behind me is Cherry Street. Not a lot going on there today. It's basically it's a little more than an alley. But if you were around in 1827, you would have hit something a little more exciting. So walking down Cherry Street, and it's still brick, which it more than likely would have been in 1827. And what we're walking to is the restaurant. The address of the restaurant is 229 Civic Center Drive. And again, we're going to get something a little more exciting in just a moment. Okay, so I realize exciting is a relative term. Behind me is the Scioto River, and where I'm standing, according to my maps, is where the feeder canal for the Ohio Erie Canal was. Now, the Ohio Erie Canal went all the way from Lake Erie to, of course, the Ohio River, and it was great for commerce. Columbus wanted to get on that, so they built a canal. They broke ground for it right here, is according to my maps, where you load it on and off, and then it would take you south to Lockbourne. Now, this made Columbus so prosperous that eventually, and I'm not standing by the railroad trestle, but it is down there, eventually a canal boat wasn't quick enough. Canal boats were pulled by horses, and they could go 3 to 5 miles an hour. Columbus was so prosperous and growing so much at the time, they actually needed something a little faster, and that brought the trains here, which of course was another big benefit. Now, I'm in the vicinity of where, it's at the end of Cherry Street, of where the opening for the canal was. And I say vicinity because the actual entrance would have been out there somewhere. They had such a problem with flooding that down here. There used to be houses on the banks of the Ohio River. They used to have such a problem with flooding that they had to actually widen the entire riparian corridor to alleviate flooding. That and about 100 years later, if not a little more, they actually ended floodwaters, destroying tons of property. So that being said, the canal was very popular. They stopped having canal boats on the canal in 1901. However, so many businesses and mills and farms were using the water from that canal, they had to keep it open, or those businesses would have died, until 1913, when they had a flood that was so horrible it destroyed the canal beyond repair. And I hope you found this somewhat interesting.